This week on That Weekend, though, we're talking about the growing gulf in class between Manchester City and Manchester United. Now, it was a game full of silver linings for Pep's boys in blue, as Bernardo and David absolutely ran the show and topped the pressure index just to prove it. Meanwhile, Ander Herrera and Marouane Fellaini failed to break the 50-point mark. Now, Jose Mourinho said after the game that if you believe in stats, then you don't know anything about football. Well, Jose, let me tell you, we have some facts for you. Manchester United currently sit 8th in the Premier League with a negative goal difference after 12 games for the first time in 40 years. It's the first time since 1990 that United have lost a third of their first 12 matches, and apart from Fulham, who sit bottom of the league, no team have fewer clean sheets. However, Jose Mourinho has done such a wonderful job of lowering expectations at Old Trafford that many United fans were happy to escape with just a 3-1 defeat to pick over the carcass of Manchester United, Frankie and Natalie Pike. Natalie, let's start with you. The two silvers were absolutely extraordinary, weren't they?
Oh, weren't they? They're phenomenal. You know, either of them could have been man of the match yesterday, and Bernardo Silva is arguably our player of the season so far. I just adore them both, and I love the fact that they can play alongside each other. Actually,
it's frightening that Kevin De Bruyne is still coming back into that team.
That's what I was going to say. You know, if they can play like that without De Bruyne, think about what they'll be like when he comes back.
Paul Pogba, sitting in the stands yesterday, would he have made any difference whatsoever?
I think he would have done, yeah. I mean, you look at him in the stands and it was just quite depressing comparing this result to last season's where Pogba inspired that comeback. You're looking at Herrera, you're looking at Fellaini. Neither of them looked like they were going to make that difference. And, you know, we really, really missed Pogba.
We've had our best boffins on it as well, ever since the game. And we've worked out Manchester City have a very obvious Achilles heel, and it's Ederson. Natalie, is he the person we should target if we want to sink City?
Oh, you need to sack your boffins. If Ederson is our weak link, then I'm going to take that any day. You know, the guy's incredible. He fits into our style of play perfectly. You know, if that one error is the worst thing that's going to happen to us, then fine.
He gave away a pointless penalty though, didn't he?
He did indeed, but you know what? I think Ederson's actually pretty good, if you ask me. He's got distribution. He was pinging the ball about like a number 10. You know, apart from the penalty, he didn't have a save to make.
Frankie, are you a broken man?
You could say that, yeah. I mean, at least halfway there.
We've heard from Frankie, we've heard from Natalie. Now let's hear from you. So we've had our fan questions in. Natalie, Rich wants to know, should City prioritise the Premier League or the Champions League, and can they win both?
Yes, we can win both, and I think we have the squad depth so we can prioritise both of them.
Is it their year, Frankie?
I mean, you look at the depth they've got yesterday. Silva's ran the show. De Bruyne's not even playing. I mean, when they get him back, the depth is just unbelievable. So, who knows?
Rachel wants to know, will Jose Mourinho be at United at the end of the season?
I would like him to be there at the end of the season,
okay,
but I don't think he will be. I think the pressure of all the fans and the pressure of the success that United have had over the years is just going to be a little bit too much by the end of the season.
Natalie, you were saying to me before the show there was talk of Pochettino coming in, especially among Reds fans. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, as a City fan, I hope that Mourinho stays there for a long, long time. They gave him, you know, a super long contract. I wouldn't like it if Pochettino went there. I think he'd actually be able to do something with that squad.
And Natalie, Matt wants to know who can challenge City.
Oh, I think Chelsea or Liverpool are going to be our greatest challenge this year. Obviously, we played Liverpool. We haven't played Chelsea yet. We've got them at the start of December. So I'll give you a definitive answer then.
Frankie?
I can't see beyond Liverpool at the moment. They're playing so well. The attack's just flowing. Salah looks like he's back in the game. And just the partnership and the kind of camaraderie they've got between that front three. Can't see beyond that.
How disappointing. Liverpool are our only hope. Right, can Frankie regain some glory for the Red Devils? It's time to put Natalie and Frankie head to head. It's that part of the show where our two guests go head to head and present an unpopular opinion about the other's team. They have 30 seconds in which to convince me that their opinion is the correct one. Man City are top of the table, so Natalie, you go first. Your 30 seconds starts now.
No United player would get into the Man City team, full stop. Man United are essentially going to say that De Gea would get in, but he wouldn't. Yes, he's one of the best keepers in the world, and yes, he's the best shot stopper in the world, but we don't get many shots against us. In fact, we've had 19 shots against us all season. United have had 42. Further up the field, you can look at Pogba, but he's not better than David Silva or Bernardo Silva. And then you might say Martial, but is Martial in the same league as Sergio Aguero, who's going to go down in the history of the Premier League as one of the greatest strikers ever? No United team gets anywhere near the City team.
30 seconds.
Still think De Gea would get in.
Hard to argue with that. Frankie, you do have a right of reply. United love a comeback. Your 30 seconds starts now.
City's dodgy dealings are ruining football for everybody else. Since UEFA's financial fair play rules came out in 2012, City have been constantly under fire for all sorts of dodgy dealings. They've started out with the Etihad commercial dealings, and now there's a brand new scandal involving the Shell company that's manipulating the amount of money that's going in and out. Pep has signed 26 players since he started off as City manager. It's going off all over the place and they're ruining football. Plus, they're just cheating all over the place. Cheating. Money going in, money going
30 seconds
out.
Allegedly.
It did feel a bit like a man grasping at straws there. Whereas Natalie, it's hard to argue with the fact that, yeah, City 1-11 are pretty much superior in every position. Natalie, you win. Frankie, you face the pressure challenge. Frankie, you lost. It means you have to face the pressure challenge. Are you ready?
Pressure? What pressure? Let's do this.
Frankie, your time starts now. Spell Pogba backwards.
O-B-G-A-P.
Incorrect. Who scored the winner at last season's derby at the Etihad?
Aguero.
Incorrect. Which former Chelsea player married Frankie from the Saturdays?
Wayne Bridge.
Correct. How many passes before Gundogan's goal on Saturday?
23.
Who has scored more against Man United, Sergio Aguero or Alan Shearer?
Sergio Aguero.
Incorrect. Frankie, you got one.
44 passes. Chris Smalling scored the winner.
Oh my
It's the pressure.
days.
Wow, just when things couldn't get any worse for United fans, Frankie Vu took on the pressure challenge and got our worst ever score. Hard to see how anybody could ever fail more miserably. Thank you very much to Natalie Pike and to Frankie Vu. See you next time.